Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special bonus reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. Today's bonus reading is all about how to overcome your current blockages and the messages from your spirit guides on how to do that. So I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. First one is the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. And the tarot deck is the Pulp Tarot. So cards have been pre-shuffled. Oh, okay. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Hecate, Illumination, number 21. Hecate, Illumination, number 21. It's pretty intense. Well, first of all, look at the kind of galaxy, the cluster, the galaxy behind her. And she's got flames in her hands and flames in her hair. A skeleton key around her neck. Number 21 corresponds to the World card in the Major Arcana. So there could be a very gigantic, and I say gigantic because I'm looking at this galaxy in the background, a gigantic period of your life that is a chapter of your life that has come to a close, and something new is emerging. Something having to do with your sense of stability. The reason I say that is because of the red dress. Red corresponds to the root chakra, the base chakra, which is all about groundedness, how we ground ourselves in the world. The key also, you could have moved, the key to a portal, the key to a new home, the key to a new sense of understanding. Whatever it is, you have a lot of inertia or energy backing you up. But, you know, actually what they're showing me, what my spirit guides are showing me right now is the movie Frozen. It's weird because Disney movie came up in the Cancer reading too. But that was The Little Mermaid. This is Frozen. And just like for some reason they're bringing up Frozen because it was the idea that, what's her name, Elsa, that she couldn't really be around people because she was always freezing things. That sounds so stupid, but like that's kind of what it was about. When she self-isolated because, well, she felt like an outsider. She was misunderstood. She felt that her gift was all about destruction. And I feel as though there's some kind of energy like that with you right now, where it's almost like maybe you feel hot-headed, too hot-blooded. Because now they're singing that song in my head. I hear, who is it? Foreigner, the band Foreigner. They sing that song, I think it's called Hot Blooded. So there could be some temper issues that you're having right now. Some issues where you feel angry, right? And, you know, that can absolutely be a pretty significant blockage. If we are misusing this kind of energy, right? It can go in a couple different directions. We can use the energy and channel it and make it purposeful, or the energy can run away with us or have us run away from ourselves and our emotional state and just have us spiral out of control. So Spirit is actually showing me this crystal that I have on my desk. This is fire quartz. This is fire quartz. It's really beautiful and it's really powerful. And when I first started working with it, I would wear it as a bracelet, and I got so, it really made my temper, I have a, you know, pretty intense emotional state, and I had to take it off because it was, the way it was interacting with me was not positive. But that was many years ago, and as I started to understand how this crystal works and understand the fire energy as a water sign, understand how I could channel it, use it to serve me rather than me be a servant to it, that's when I started to love working with fire quartz. It's all about gossip dispelling, goddess energy, which is really in keeping with this feeling of this goddess energy. But you have to be mindful of it. First of all, you have to realize that there could be this fire energy within you that doesn't have an outlet. So it's like checking in with yourself to make sure that, is everything okay in there? I feel like this bubbling up under the surface and I don't know what to do with it, right? Are you expressing yourself in a healthy way? Because there could be something where you're not. And it just kind of is starting to overload the circuits a little bit. Let's get some tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. I'm telling you, Spirit is on point today. I've only done one other reading, but on point. On point. Queen of Wands. Queen of the fire energy. Look at all that red. Queen of Wands is depicted in all different ways, in all different tarot decks. She doesn't always have a huge red background, and yet here it is for you, Pisces. Let's keep going. I'm going to get into it. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. There is no past, present, future. It's just a general message of how we can release these blockages. Maybe these blockages of impulsivity, the ones that are related to the fire signs. Impulsivity, quick to anger, quick to temper, you know, stifling creativity. Wow, okay. For Pisces, you're getting a lot of fire energy, so you might have fire placements in your chart, like a Leo moon or Sagittarius rising. Ooh. One moment. Okay, that card just did a little loop-de-loop. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, so the card, so I put the deck on top of the box, but the box is slightly warped. And so all the cards started to slide off, and I was like, whoa, they're sliding off. And I flipped it over, and here's the King of Wands in the reverse. The King and Queen of Wands. That's a divine pair. But the King is in reverse, which suggests to me, I'm going to take it, suggests to me that while the divine feminine aspect of you is going strong, the divine masculine aspect of you is perhaps a little unattended to at this time. What does that mean? Kind of means that, like, whenever any of the court cards are not sitting in their full power, there could be some immaturity related to that element, related to that aspect. So what does that look like in practical terms? If the King of Wands is a person, it doesn't have to be a man, it's just a person who knows who they are, has a lot of confidence, has a lot of resources, a lot of ideas, and acts on those ideas, takes action. This could be inaction. It could be a lack of discipline. It could be a lack of follow through or staying power. Now that's something that's kind of telling me that that's part of the blockage, that maybe the divine feminine aspect of your fire element is overstimulating, or, you know. So what does that look like? It can look like seduction. It can look like a little bit of manipulation, but I don't necessarily see that. I see it a little bit. I don't think you're conscious of it, right? Because it's almost like this runaway fire. Like you're not, it's like instinct, right? It feels like instinct. You're just going by instinct. You're doing what feels right. You are a Pisces after all, and Pisces, highly, highly psychic, highly, highly intuitive. So it makes sense to me. I'm a Pisces moon. It makes sense to me, Pisces, why you would act intuitively and act through your instinct, because it comes naturally to you. What I'm saying is, right now, your instinct might be telling you to just kind of be in this, a little bit of this seductress energy. It's not total seductress, but because it's also very powerful. But you might be leaning more towards the divine feminine aspects of that power. And it's clarified by the 9 of Swords in the reverse. So you're not losing any sleep over this, because this is the card of nightmares and losing sleep over things. You know, it's crazy. I just now noticed that's crazy. I just now noticed in this card that there is like a picture on the wall, and the picture on the wall is another depiction in this deck. Now I have to, isn't that crazy? Okay. I have to take this because 3 of Swords is heartbreak. Heartbreak, heartache. Look at how red. Everything very red. Heartache and heartbreak. So there could be some trauma that you're dealing with. Sorry, I'm just gonna look for this card one moment. I wanna look more closely, because Spirit is absolutely drawing my attention to it. I believe it's the King of Swords, Gemini energy. They're drawing my attention to the King of Swords depicted in the background. And I don't know why I have to bring it up for you. Oh no, it's not the King of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. It's the 5 of Swords. A much different energy. See this in the background, this picture? That's this guy. This is so in the reverse. No, this is correct. The 5 of Swords is all about, okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit just gave it to me. The 5 of Swords is a card that describes somebody who wants to win at all costs. So if this is describing you or somebody else, it's like you play for keeps, take no prisoners. And sometimes it can be a little bit of an unfair fight. Spirit is cautioning you a little bit. Spirit is cautioning you, Pisces, in this reading, I have to tell you. Because if you get into this vibe a little too much, you get a little carried away with yourself and all that fiery energy, it could. We have to take responsibility, right? What we put out in the world. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, but, I mean, I do see power here. There's no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. It's almost like that's why the warning to you, Pisces, is a little bit strong, because you do have and embody a tremendous amount of influence and power and beauty at this time. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to do good? Because we're talking about blockages here. The thing that makes you powerful could be the thing that is your blockage. Like it's like your greatest asset. It's also your greatest weakness. I don't know what that is necessarily in reference to, but that's what Spirit just gave me. Like, well, yeah, okay. Well, with power comes great responsibility, right? Said Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Okay. That could be a reference for you, Peter Parker or Spider-Man. That's really random. So, the next two cards we have here, the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. Let's look at this one in the upright. Here's the Three of Pentacles. We can see here, Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and co-creation. And I always wonder when I look at this, is this depicting a bank heist or plan scheme? Or is this depicting law enforcement trying to figure out, you know, how they can strategize a situation to help people, right? It's all about the perspective that you take and the context. So Spirit is giving me that right now. Like, it's really important that you understand the context of a situation before you give to it. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It represents the Justice card in the minor arcana. So the sense that what we put out in the world, we get back. Very important message. And that applies to everything. The universe likes balance. Whatever it is, good, bad, ugly, what you put out into the world, you get back. This feels like a harsh message, Pisces, but it's just talking about the fact that, well, this is talking about the fact that things could be misperceived. Because I said, is it law enforcement or is it criminal activity? Who knows? Can you make the assumption of one or the other? I mean, I can't make that assumption. It could be both. So Spirit is talking about perspective in that card. And understanding perspective and perception. It's very important. And the last two cards that are out here, the Sun, fantastic. I talked about all the fire energy in your reading today. The Sun, thank you, Spirit. Number 19. This is the best card in the tarot, arguably. It's about clarity, abundance, illumination, life-giving energy. Spirit really wants to hone in on this. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. There's a lot of honking happening. Spirit said you could be riding off into the sunset, but is your horse going anywhere? It's clarified by the Three of Cups. This particular Three of Cups came up in Cancer reading. I can't stand this card because this group of people just doesn't look like a group of people that I want to celebrate with. And I think that's what is at play here. You asking yourself, right, if you are experiencing the Sun energy, and I hope all of you are, Pisces. I mean, it's just a lot of fire happening. If you are experiencing this Sun energy, what is the light shining down upon in your life? So you have to be mindful. Spirit gave me this card for a reason because I really don't like it. And I read from my Rolodex, my point of view, right? I'm channeling the messages. So anytime I get a certain card, it's an indicator to me. It's like a vocabulary. And I don't like this card. It doesn't matter what it means on Google. To me as a reader, this card represents false faces, fakeness, intoxication, but like not in a good way, not in a fun way, right? So they're saying, yes, you are going to experience abundance as you should. Be careful the company you keep. Be careful what you say to others. It's important because eyes are watching you. You see, they're singing that song by Hall & Oates, Private Eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move. Let's get a card of advice from Spirit. Page of Wands. Wow. So much fire. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Page of Wands is, you know, we have the Page, Knight, Queen, King. You've got 3 out of 4 of the court cards for the Wands suit. Not a coincidence. But Spirit's saying, look at things with childlike wonder, with innocence. Dial it back, right? Between these two characters, this is like like the fire on full blast, and this is just like a teeny little pilot light. But it's important. It's important that the light is lit, but it's a pilot light, and it has potential, and it can burst into a flame if we so choose. But it's all about curiosity right now. Spirit just wants you to approach things with a childlike wonder, with innocence, with curiosity. We don't have to come in with everything blazing all the time. And I think that would help you a lot. So let's read number 21. Hecate. I'm not sure how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. Illumination. Seek and you shall find. Sometimes you need to travel through darkness to find the real treasure. Almost anything worth doing takes time. Move off the crossroads. It's time to make a considered decision. Keep your focus on your purpose. Do not wander off the path. That's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.